at the Prep Baseball Future Games alongside Lyle Overbay and Derrick Turnbow, both former major leaguers. Guys, what is it like seeing your sons out here?
It's humbling a little bit. I mean, but no, I'm excited. They get to get this opportunity, and hopefully they take advantage of it too. So those are the parts that you want them to do.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's nerve-wracking for sure, but they're happy. It's the time of their life, and they're excited. So it's fun to watch. It's very fortunate to be a part of it, and glad they get to have this opportunity. Yeah.
So what kind of advice do you guys pass down as dad, but also I'm sure you got a little coach in you too?
Yeah, that's the hard part because it's because you are dad and a coach, and they don't necessarily want to listen to you. So I try to let my other coaches coach him, but there's some times where as long as they got the good attitude and they're working hard, I think their talent's going to take them where they want to. So I try to keep it simple.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I wish my kids would listen to me, but they don't like to. So I just tell them, work hard every day, try and get better every day, be a good teammate, and just go out there and give it your best. That's really all you can do. You only can control what you can control, and that's it. So that's usually the advice I kind of have for them.
Yeah, how about this event though, and just the opportunity for these kids out here to have so many college coaches, able to see them in one place and have so many different opportunities for recruiting?
Well, I think that's big too. I always tell them you're going to face really good pitching, you're going to face really good hitters and fielders, and you're going to get a taste of because I think they're in a little bubble, and they don't realize how good everyone else is. So I think it will kind of put them in a perspective of where they need to go and give them a good idea of where to go.
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially being out of Washington State, they get a chance to get exposure from all the players around the country, some of the very best players, and good or bad, they can go into the off season knowing what they need to do to get better in order to get to the next level, and so that's always a good opportunity for any player.
All right, you guys know your son's best. Can you give us a little scouting report on them and their abilities as of right now?
Well, that's what we were just talking about. That I would love for my kid to hit, but he's had some success on throwing, and which is probably good because because I was never a pitcher, so I don't know anything about it. So that's probably why he's going there. But I do think it's he's got a future for there, but we'll see on the hitting part of it.
Yeah, too early to tell with mine. They're both, really good athletes and have a lot of tools, but it all depends on how they continue to get better, how they develop, and they always tell them the game will tell them what position they're going to end up playing eventually. So just do your best at both and let the game decide. So.
All right, my final question is about your MLB journeys. What was it like having your family around? And I'm assuming the kiddos were there for some of your journey as well.
Yeah, Luke was very young, so he'll tell you he doesn't really remember a lot, but they are there. I mean, that's you definitely want to be there and be a part of it. I mean, that's it would drive me nuts when I was on the road or they're not around, kind of thing. So but it's always nice for them to get that opportunity to see and experience too, because it's not every kid gets to do that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, mine. My oldest was around. He was just a baby, so he didn't really remember. My youngest wasn't born yet, but looking back, I wish I'd had him earlier if I knew how long I was going to play for, so they could be a little bit older and enjoy it. But yeah, now it's just when they ask, talk about stories and stuff. But I think they always feel that connection there a little bit, so it's good.
So what's a story you guys would tell your kids about your MLB careers? What's the one that you bring up to brag a little bit?
I get this question asked a lot, I think, more than anything, as far as, most memorable moment. And I was on the field when Mariano Rivera threw his last pitch, and I knew he was going to be a 100% vote on the Hall of Fame, so I felt like that was pretty special. I mean, you've had walk-off hits and all that, but I felt like this was above the game, more than the game, so that's the one thing that really jumps out on me, and I always tell them, because it's about those moments that you want to cherish.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, probably major league debut or becoming an all-star, just being around those great players and getting to see, Hall of Famers and people like that, people that you admired, and growing up as a kid, and it was always pretty special. But the whole experience of playing the major leagues is special. You enjoy every day. Every day is memorable. You'd be surprised at the little things that you remember once your career is over. So, yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck to you and your sons out here in Atlanta.
Yeah, thank you.